Okay, what?
I just know South Korea. That's all.
That's what?
They put in martial law. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah, they fight over there.
Is anyone gonna get that? So I just want to say we were going through a very happy time in like during this Christmas season. All this stuff was going on.
You
blah,
want to
blah.
bring us down.
And there's a lot
You
of
truly
people-
are the Grinch.
Oh no!
you mean man.
I'm a mean one, Mr. Justin.
You're a mean one, Mr. Stench.
Get a new joke.
No, yeah, I think lying to my children, the more I do it, I'm not gonna feel good about it.
Well, let me tell you something. If you tell them that Santa Claus is not real, you would be lying.
Oh, for real?
Santa Claus is 100% real.
He's at the mall every year.
No, but guess where fruitcakes actually came from? What country?
I thought it was such a bad joke, and I'm gonna tell you off air.
Oh no, Justin.
I'm gonna keep that to myself.
The story of it's 8 candles, yeah?
It's 7 candles? 8 candles. I remember the story. 8 candles.
So they were running low on fuel. They were like the gas tank was on E. You know what I'm saying? And this is actually,
I need to cover myself so you can tell the story and know that I am not part of this.
no, honestly, this is a great analogy, right?
Testing. I gotta test the levels. I can't even look at you. I got that.
I sound pretty good.
You sound pretty good.
I sound pretty. Actually, I don't hear myself at all.
How about this?
Testing. Ooh, I'm sounding a little better.
I can't even look at you, dude.
Why not? Why can't you look at me?
I want to know how much you spent on that and what 16-year-old boy was pissed you took it away from him.
This was 100% in the kids section.
So you're the Grinch.
It fits my personality, dude. It fits my personality so well.
Because you're mean.
I'm grumpy. I hate Christmas decorations.
You're small heart.
Small heart.
Interesting.
I have a dog.
Oh, you know what it is? It's because you don't shower, so you're naturally green and brown and dirty. What?
I think I've done this enough times where I have confidence to say, get a new joke.
Oh, interesting, George. You're telling me to get a new joke.
You can only prove what's recorded.
Well, I think that's a fun thing. I think George got me something.
I did. I got you a gift in honor of Christmas.
It's a vacuum sealed Christmas hat.
I didn't know that was going to be vacuum sealed when I got it.
Okay.
I told you to get scissors.
And I'll put it on later. But right now, I want to give you something for the podcast.
We got gifts?
Yeah,
we're exchanging gifts for the podcast?
So here's we're getting to use this on the podcast.
What did I just hear?
You got to put it up to the mic.
Is it a bar of soap?
I know you've been the Grinch, but I've been a Grinch the whole time at my heart.
Man.
So
sorry. I apologize.
So I just want to hear. I'll use it first. I'll show you how to use it.
Oh my God, this is great.
To Glory, who thinks that periods hurt.
Sorry.
You know, to all the women who hated us for trying to have a conversation.
Hey, my bad.
You want to try?
To that hater that posted this morning that we shouldn't have microphones.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, one more. To Maggie, who doesn't support us and will not get any money when we blow up.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
One more. To my podcast host for never doing any work.
I'd like to take a brief moment to offer my apologies.
That was so appropriate. Count down. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Learn things that you want to learn.
I got a fun fact for you.
Hope you learned something like that.
any questions, don't ask us.
Welcome to the Atheist Extras podcast. I'm your co-host, Justin.
And I'm your co-host, George.
And every week, we try to cure our ignorance and get smarter and smarter and share it with you guys.
Also, I know the bit's over, but can I do one more?
Sure.
To all the Kamala Harris supporters.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Welcome to the podcast.
Okay, well.
Oh, we're doing this again?
Because of the new president. To every American.
I'm so sorry.
Yo, that one was appropriate, actually. This is going to be such a fun gift on the podcast. All right, so getting into it, I think we've both dressed very festively. Merry Christmas to you, Justin.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
Oh, come on, bro.
How do I look?
You look Christmassy.
Oh.
You look a lot more cheerful than I do.
Do I? Even my voice got a little higher.
Oh, my God. Them rosy cheeks.
I'm just nervous. What are you talking about this week?
Today, for our Christmas episode,
Ah.
I decided to talk about the one, the only Santa Claus.
I was going to say, the Grinch is going to be a sad episode.
Dude, I'm such a Grinch that I'm interested to see how I talk about Santa Claus.
You know what I was thinking is because you're wearing the Grinch like outfit that you would be talking about what's wrong with Christmas and Christmas is a scam because that's your whole
Santa Claus is a scam.
Okay, well, I'm going to be a little bit cultured.
Oh,
And I know Christmas is all in our faces, but I was so curious to see how other cultures celebrate their Christmas.
oh no.
And so I'm going to talk about other places.
Heads up, we might have some overlap here.
No, we won't.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I'll go right into Santa Claus.
Okay.
First things first.
Wait, you don't have no current news?
Oh, you're right. Dude, we haven't done this podcast in 1 week, so I totally forgot how this goes.
The regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, nothing has changed.
Oh, okay.
But getting into news,
Hmm.
the Haktua girl is in deep waters.
Oh, no.
Did you hear about this,
I
actually?
did hear about this because Haktua coin or something.
Haktua coin. For those of you who don't know, there is a social media influencer by, we'll just say that she's famous for, she's just known as Haktua girl. You can figure out what that means for yourself. And she created her own Bitcoin, or sorry, her own cryptocurrency.
Why would someone buy it?
That's exactly what I was going to say. So she's in hot water because apparently she released this cryptocurrency and a bunch of people bought it and then it tanked. And it's like a scam that literally happens. This was like last year's trend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So one, you fell for last year's scam already. You're dumb.
Do you know how much?
It went from $20 million to like $1 million.
Do you know how much someone spent on like Haktua coin that was like got mad at her?
Please tell me.
He spent like, I read online that he spent $400,000 or something like that.
You deserve to not.
And he
have
got
money.
mad because it went down to like 1,000 quickly.
Sir, you deserve to not have money. I don't know what you're on. I don't know why you're suing
Yeah,
her.
but for real, why, what do you think happens if you can invest in Haktua coin?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Where are you in your life where you thought Haktua coin was going to be the investment that makes you wealthy?
Or it's a guy, right? It has to be a guy.
It has to be a guy.
There's no girl that would invest in Haktua coin.
Whoa, that's misogynistic. You don't know.
Oh, I just think this might be a plea to get her attention.
I mean, I agree with you, but
But she gets backlash and no longer wants to Haktua anymore.
I have no bad ill will towards her for doing this cryptocurrency.
Oh, really?
None.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? You know this is a scam.
Right. You know it's a scam. Don't buy it.
Yeah, it's bad on both people. Wait, hold on. You're saying that it's fine for her to put up scams?
I'm not saying it's fine. I'm just saying that if you thought it was a good idea.
Oh, you're a big Jake Paul fan and you love his boxing career. That's why you love scams.
Wait.
That's why you're in love with
No,
scams.
first of all,
Big Paul brother, Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
First of all, Jake Paul and Haktua are actually in business together.
It makes sense.
Second of all, he's a great businessman
oh, see,
who
I
puts
do
on
it.
great bouts. He'd be the greatest boxer in the world. I don't know if you saw, But he beat Mike Tyson, which is the greatest boxer in the world, and he beat him. So hence, he's the greatest boxer in the world.
Oh, interesting. Beating up a 60-year-old man and going at a distance because it makes more money. Yeah, big scam.
You know what? Y'all know who
It's
won.
funny that people will say he's a great businessman when really they mean he's a great scam artist.
Isn't that what a businessman
No,
is?
not really. Hmm.
I know every businessman I know is just was able to finesse. That's all. That's how I see it.
Nah, I think they're smart businessmen. Even your boy Elon Musk he's not a scam artist.
How is
He
he not?
understands business.
Yeah, but he's scamming the government out of money. I can't say that. Oh no, cut that out. Cut that out.
You gotta cut that out.
And then in the second piece of news, if you follow us on TikTok, maybe follow us on something else because come October 19th, TikTok probably won't be a thing in the United States anymore.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so like the appeals court.
It's getting serious.
Yeah, so it's basically just become a real thing unless this thing goes to the Supreme Court. It will no longer be able to be supported by any like phone provider or anything else.
Real quick, what's the basis of banning TikTok? Is it because our government thinks China's looking at us?
I mean, China's looking at us already. I don't think TikTok is the reason why they're doing it.
Well, what's the reason that they're pushing
So
it?
supposedly, and the reasoning that they give is that it's a national defense interest because by having a Chinese company that has, that is somehow associated with the corporation,
Yeah.
that then come election times, right? They can propagate what media we watch, right?
Okay.
So now they're saying they start pushing content and start. I'm not gonna say brainwashing, right? But like we're influenced. We live in a society where
So just ban it during election year.
that's not a bad idea. But this happens every 2 years where if you count the local ones, but ain't nobody voting local.
I don't know. I don't know how well that's gonna go.
Yeah. So come October 19th. I'm sorry, January 19th.
Oh, you
No,
thought
this is happening.
I thought I had time.
No, dude.
You bamboozled
there's no
me.
time. There's no time, guys.
There's no
Go right now and follow us on all social media platforms.
That's actually crazy. When are they gonna make a decision?
No, the decision's made.
And it's being effectively
take
implemented in January 19th.
January 19th, 2025.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's why that's kind of
I'll see you on Instagram Reels then.
YouTube Shorts. Let me.
All TikTokers probably go in there.
Yeah. And then to kind of, this is a bit of a darker side. I didn't know how to transition this.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
help me out.
dude.
Right? Hold on. I won't even get into the details, right?
Is this news or your segment?
It's news.
Okay, then why would you end on the darkest news?
I don't know. I felt like ending it on a Haktua after going from the dark stuff
Okay.
was a little inappropriate.
Yeah.
So I just want to say we were going through a very happy time in like during this Christmas season. All this stuff was going on.
And you
blah,
want to
blah,
bring
blah.
us down.
And there's a lot
You
of
truly
people-
are the Grinch.
Oh no.
you mean man.
I'm a mean one. Mr. Justin.
You're a mean one, Mr. Stench.
Get a new joke.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Give the people something new.
It works every time.
While we get to enjoy and celebrate and be stressed about the holiday stressors, there's other people around the world who are experiencing some new governments. So places like South Korea, where they have, I forgot what it's called.
Asian people?
Do they?
I had. It's factual.
I don't see race.
Oh, okay, you don't see race. Okay, what?
I just know South Korea. That's all.
As what?
They put in martial law. That's what it's called.
Oh, yeah, they fight over there.
Is anyone going to get that?
What?
So they've instituted martial law, which is dangerous.
I
right?
know.
And
Oh yeah.
I can't. There's no way.
You kept going.
I want to make a Brock Lee joke so hard.
Why you keep going? It's dangerous. Yes, I know.
What's on? I don't know if I can do that.
Martial law. Yeah, you can't. Only I can.
Yeah, damn it.
Martial law. They have martial law.
So they have martial law, basically meaning that the president or whoever's in charge there. I didn't do too much digging. I'm just saying that he's now basically made himself like the ruler until things quiet down, whatever that means.
So dictatorship,
basically.
Okay.
And then the Assad regime also fell in Syria. And there's like a whole bunch of like outrage out in the world. And I don't know enough to like cover it, but I do hope that like
Merry Christmas. This guy over here. What?
People are suffering. Don't enjoy yourselves. This is how the Grinch talks.
Should have picked a better freaking story.
I'm just saying there's horrible things happening around the world.
But have a great Christmas.
But have a great Christmas. You filthy animals.
Yeah, filthy animal. Interesting. Well, I hope everyone has a jolly good time.
Be happy for what you have is what I'm saying.
Oh,
be happy for what you
have. From
have.
the comfort of our homes and our privilege. Please.
Bro, you're making my
be
heart
happy over there.
You're making my heart shrink 3 sizes too small, dude.
Let's go on a happier note.
Let's go on a happier note.
Yeah, man.
Kind of.
Kind of?
Are you going to let your kids believe in Santa?
Hell no.
No?
Hell no. My kids need to know that everything that is bought and given to them is from the hard work of mom and dad.
Dang it. I was really hoping you'd say yes because I wanted to be no.
No, I mean, it's like, why would I want him to believe in it or her in an imaginary person when you could just be good? And I can see it.
I'm your Santa.
Yeah.
I'm your everything.
I mean, kind of.
I'm totally on your side. You ever see the trend where people, so this costume might be used more than once this year.
Dude, honestly, it looks sick. I ain't gonna lie.
So you ever see that trend where people will dress up as a Grinch for Christmas, break into their own home while the kid is around, right? And then they pretend to steal the Christmas gifts, and you just watch the children cry or attack the Grinch.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Thank you.
It's horrible.
Why?
All the adults are like, ha, ha, ha.
Like,
your kids are screaming for their lives.
my parents traumatized me accidentally. These guys are doing it on purpose. I didn't think.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to do characters. I don't want to do real life anything, like real life SpongeBob.
Me
real
either.
life. I'm like,
I'm actually
they're TV characters. Just
I'm
know.
gonna make my kids work for money so they could buy their own toys,
Mm.
and then that way they could feel some self confidence and like they've earned the toys. You know,
You're gonna make them shop
it's
at
child labor.
George's workshop.
It's not child labor.
Oh, okay.
They're
It's
gonna be
not
working-
a workshop. It's a sweatshop.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're working in the backyard.
Make their own toys. You're gonna have. I pray for your children, bro.
Dude, we're gonna have fresh organic food year round.
No, yeah, I think lying to my children, the more I do it, I'm not gonna feel good about it.
Well, let me tell you something. If you tell them that Santa Claus is not real, you would be lying.
Oh, for real?
Santa Claus is 100% real.
He's at the mall every year.
No, that's fake Santa.
Are you sure?
Oh, if any kids are watching this and still believe in Santa, I just ruined
Yeah,
all
because I
their
took a
joy.
picture with him when I was younger. I'm pretty sure I met him at the mall.
Yes, that was, that could have been one of his helpers.
Oh, why does he look exactly like Santa then? Oh, you're
What happened? So what happened when you sat on his lap?
That's where you wanted to go, and that's why you paused. You didn't want to say it.
I didn't want to say it.
What do you mean Santa Claus is real?
So we actually talked about this very, very long time ago on some of the episodes that never got aired.
We talked about Santa Claus.
Sort of. We talked about Saint Nick.
Oh,
Saint
yeah, I don't
Nicholas.
think
You don't remember?
I don't think we talked about Saint
I
Nicholas.
vaguely remember you actually telling me about Saint Nicholas.
Okay,
So he was a bishop.
not a good fellow.
He was. He was raised as a Christian in what
He's
is
a real person.
real person, human being.
The entirety of Christmas
Mhm.
is actually. Oh no, sorry. The entirety of Santa Claus is based off on a real person.
Christmas is real. Saint Nicholas,
Yes.
Saint Nicholas,
Yeah.
who is based around who the Santa Claus character is real. Santa Claus on Christmas delivering gifts to all the boys and toys.
Yeah. Oh, you deliver the boys and toys?
He delivers the boys and toys.
I don't know what Christmas you go to, but that ain't mine.
Yo, you can decide if you can decide if you want to cut this out or not.
Oh, what?
But they were delivered to Diddy's house.
Did they leave it to what?
They were delivered to Diddy's house. All the boys and toys.
You like that? You like that joke?
Nope. I think it probably should get cut.
I feel like you're proud enough. I'm gonna keep it in. Justin, that's top. You know what I'm gonna do in 1 year? I'm gonna do a year-long recap of George's best jokes. That's gonna be number 1.
That should be number 0, bro. But anyway, St. Nicholas, real dude. He was born around. So for those of you who don't know about Christianity, they're like 300 AD when it was like being established. There was a bunch of like leaders in a bunch of different parts of the world, and they used to call them bishops. That was where your leaders.
Okay.
Right? And he was born to a significant, like a very well-off family.
Okay.
And sad to say, his parents died of a plague.
Ooh.
But they raised him to be Christian, and he really took the words of the Bible to heart when they said, like, leave all that you have and follow me type of stuff.
Okay.
So he became an incredibly generous human being.
Interesting.
He would go around and he helped all of those that he could. He's known today as the patron saint of kids and sailors. The sailors part, apparently he also like cared and was like really invested in making sure people who are traveling are safe, right?
Okay.
And during that time, sailing was like the majority of how people got around.
We didn't have airplanes. You're right.
Not yet.
We didn't have airplanes.
Wait till the
cars though, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had horsepower.
That's very true. 1 or 2.
2 horsepower.
But he only cared for water, like sailors travel.
He cares for everyone, but he's the patron saint of sailors and children. And that's why you'll see in a lot of, especially like Middle Eastern areas, a lot of ports or a lot of areas of like just shipping.
Okay.
Will always have a church dedicated to him in like a St. Nicholas church.
For real?
Yeah.
Interesting. Now I have a question.
Yeah.
Was he fat?
No, at least I can't imagine if you lived back then you were fat.
I'm sorry, I'm dumb. Could you explain that joke to me?
So,
not even a joke, a statement.
I don't know if he was fat or not.
Okay.
I'm just saying food was scarce back then.
Oh, scarce. Not scarce.
Not scarce. Scarce. Yeah, pronunciate.
That's even worse than scarce.
Scarce. 7 o'clock, don't eat. 8 o'clock, stay hungry.
You know, this is one of those days where you're good at your impressions.
I think the Jim Carrey impression actually works pretty well.
Really good. Interesting.
So he was a good dude. Like for whatever reason, whenever I Googled him, the story that always came up was how he helped sponsor 3 women who didn't have.
What's going on here?
So like back in the day, right?
What do you mean sponsor women?
The dad.
He's a pimp.
Oh no! Come on, that's a saint.
Okay, take it back. Kidding. Take it back. Okay, that's a joke. Good joke.
Back then, dads had to pay for their daughters to get married.
Yes,
they were looked at as a liability, yes. Which is a legitimate thing.
Not
right?
funny. Sorry,
this is not.
Yeah. Not even laughing.
Not even funny. Mm-mm. Right? This is not me speaking my opinion.
Yeah.
So they were viewed as a liability.
Okay.
And you had to pay basically for them to get married.
Mm-hmm. Miss those times.
Good old days.
Anyways.
Good old days. And what happened was there was a father who had 3 daughters and he couldn't afford a dowry for them to get married.
Okay.
So St. Nicholas stepped in and helped to get these 3 women married to people that I would hope.
He had money.
He had money.
Because not only is he always giving, he can then also like get these 3 women married and then continue to give.
From what I hear, not only did he have, I don't know if he had money, but he was, what really put him over the top was that he was willing to just give more than he had. Right. So like he was willing to sacrifice his own not luxury, but his own comfort.
Yeah.
Like to have a home and all these things in order to give to the church.
Okay. Interesting.
So that's who St. Nicholas was. And the reason why I'm talking about St. Nicholas is because they found him.
What do you mean they found him?
So
now
he died
recently.
Yeah. Like I think 3 or 4 days ago, actually.
Okay. Me being the skeptic. Okay. How deep did you go into your research?
Very, very deep. Because
I would have saw headlines to be like, we found Santa Claus.
They found him in a tomb.
Ooh, he's Egyptian.
They found his tomb, huh?
What?
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I actually didn't hear what you said. I'm going to have to watch that back and see what happened.
But go ahead.
But they found his tomb underneath a church that they built in his honor after like
where?
In Turkey. That's where.
Oh, interesting.
So maybe he was fat.
Which ironically, everyone there is.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, like that some people were looking for him.
Yeah. Well, I think after like tsunami, like there's certain like geographical things that happen, like tsunamis and earthquakes and things.
Okay. That
made it like this church might have been either torn down or like there's something that's going to happen to this church. So before they do all that, they decided to excavate. I think I said that right?
Yeah, you got it.
Underneath the church because they had an idea that there was some kind of relics or something of importance there.
Okay.
And they find what they believe to be the tomb of St. Nicholas.
Okay. Now, how do they know it's specifically St. Nicholas?
So supposedly his body was sent to Italy during the whole, like everything that was Catholic related was being like transferred to Italy.
Okay.
But for some reason, no one knows where he is. Like, I don't know if he got lost in shipping, tracking number wasn't there. Like,
dang, it was FedEx.
It was FedEx. It had to have been.
They
FedEx.
always mess up.
But also, if you want to sponsor us, FedEx, let me know. We'll put in whoever you want for this segment.
This guy,
bro, I'm selling out.
I know. No, I don't want you, FedEx. Anyways,
they, according to records and according to how they originally buried him, and according to all these other things, and the way that the tomb is like structured and built, everything seems.
It was like red and like
there was,
jingle bells.
I'm not an archaeologist, dog.
But that'd be so funny. Like, I wonder whose tomb this is.
Must be Santa Claus.
It's all Christmas.
It's all Christmas.
Has lights and everything.
But I thought it was really cool that they found that right before the Christmas holidays. And I wanted to share that information with you because I thought it was cool, which led me to who Santa Claus is and how we now have, how did a saint, right, in the Christian religion become a man with an eating disorder who
somehow got through the chimneys. And
is like wants cookies and milk from little children.
Eats at every house.
And will throw
cookie every house.
Bro.
And you still going through those chimneys?
You should get into rehab. I mean,
when did Saint Nick become Santa Claus? When was Santa Claus the idea, like the birth of the idea of Santa
There's
Claus?
No like one set point. He kind of just evolved, and it started in New York.
Oh, in America. Interesting. Why is it always myrrh?
I don't know.
Why is it always your default?
I like the myrrh.
Okay. Myrrh. New York.
America.
Okay. Oh, there we go. That makes sense. We're putting it together
America. So, New York apparently had a very large Dutch population.
Okay.
And the Dutch celebrated St. Nicholas on the day that he passed.
Dutch. Now, I'm already going to tell you I'm dumb. So again, you can't make fun of me. Dutch people are from Denmark. Dutchness. That's what I was going to say.
Denmark, I believe.
So you don't know either. Dutchland. Because I've heard, another dumb thing. I've heard someone say Deutschland.
That sounds hilarious. I don't know.
That's from someone's language.
Deutsch. I don't know. Probably.
Okay. Well, anyways, Denmark.
So dudes from Denmark, high population in New York.
Okay.
And this was sometime around, it's like 1773, 1774.
Ooh.
They would like throw
Before our independence.
Yes.
Okay.
They would throw these parties, or these, not like feasts, you know?
Like New York didn't even sleep back in 1774.
They go hard, bro.
They went hard.
They go, don't, Christian saint, we go feast, bro.
Okay.
Where the platters?
Okay, all right, New York. Respect.
So the Dutch population celebrated his feast day, which is December 6th.
Okay.
So I think just because the two dates were like close, right? And Saint Nicholas is known for being generous and giving gifts and being kind and all of these things, right? They then, like, time passed, right? He was just a saint. He was just a religious figure.
Yeah.
And then because he was such a big part of like New York culture at the time, because there was such a large Dutch population, you know, from Deutsch, people started creating poetry. People started creating, like, one person wrote a book.
They fell in love with Saint Nick.
I mean, it grew.
I get it. I get it. He's a man that you can adore.
I mean, a kind-hearted man who lost everything but still continues to give to the world around him.
Yeah. It's very interesting after our billionaire episode that you look at Saint Nick like that, but it's okay. You probably back then would have told Saint Nick, make more money, you idiot.
He wasn't a businessman. He was a religious man.
Difference.
That's the difference.
Interesting. You don't think
if you're going to do something, do it right.
My bad. Businessmen should continue being greedy and make more money. But if you're religious, yes, give it all the way. That's the right thing.
He committed all the way. He said, I'm religious, give it all. I'm a businessman, I should want it all. That's how that works.
Interesting.
So anyway,
yeah,
they write books about him. And then in 1809,
okay,
there's a dude by Washington Irving. And I know, right? It sounds familiar.
Irving? Yeah,
I know.
Why does that sound familiar?
Not anyone I know.
Okay, but go ahead. What did he do?
He writes the history of New York. It's a book. And in it, he depicts Saint Nicholas and the feast as, again, this more modern day version of Santa Claus.
Okay.
And then shopping malls started getting into
That's when he makes him fat and jolly, and
yes,
he has reindeers and sleds.
They were focusing on religious holidays.
Yeah.
Christmas being one. And they would use Saint Nicholas, but then they wanted to make it less Christianity, more retail-y, right? So they can get more people.
Oh, he got switched. This is the business side of Santa.
Switcheroo.
You said, when you said that he should have made more money, this is exactly what you meant.
Hey, he could have had it all. He could have had the Santa Enterprise. Imagine.
I didn't know.
He could have trademarked himself.
He could have made so much money.
He could have made so much money. Imagine being Santa Claus.
Wait, isn't that crazy to think that there's descendants of Santa Claus?
Ooh, I don't know. He was a bishop, and from what I know about bishops,
never mind.
I don't know if they.
Never mind.
Yeah,
I guess related. I don't know. Yeah. That's better.
This is a fun fact for you, because if you're not a Christian, I don't know how much you'll care about this. But he was, you know how me and you talk about the Council of Nicaea, which is like a big council for Christians, and they decided on a bunch of important things. He was one of the bishops that was there.
Really?
Yeah.
Giving out gifts.
Don't hate each other.
You get a sandal.
You get a cross. Oh, we went two different. No food back then, remember?
Yeah, no food. You're going to get food.
Giving out sandals. I like that. Yeah.
It works.
You all seem cranky. Have the sandwich. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
It looks like your feet are nasty. You should be wearing this.
But from that, I learned that America is a very retail-oriented business that turned a Christian figure into a ugly monopoly of business acumen, and
to think
this is why I'm the Grinch.
I'm confused to think, how can you see the foresight of the future? How can you start Santa Claus and think this is going to be revolutionary to shopping and retail? It's like I can create any character and think that it's going to just boost anything in terms of market.
It doesn't matter where you draw. Like, you could have created a character, but you took a character based on Christian belief. Ooh, I'm kidding.
This is where you feel some type of way.
I'm a pretty.
And what do you want to do in standing up to these people? What do you want to say?
What I want to do?
Yeah.
Like every Christian.
Oh.
I want to forgive them.
Interesting. But what do you really want to do, George?
I can't say that on the podcast. Because then there would be proof. So for now, just forgive.
You know how I'm curious to see what sales were like from the birth of Santa Claus, the idea of Santa Claus, and like 5 years later.
What that time frame of just
where like
how
Christmas in December, November, and what that would look like.
I would imagine like because New York was such a central hub for the United States of like what's popular. Like if you could make something popular in New York, it was likely to spread because other cities would want to be like them, right?
Okay.
So as America itself is growing and people are going to different areas or they're heading further west and they want to keep that sense of like home or tradition or things like that. So those stories carry along with them.
Okay.
And I think that like over time, it just like builds and builds and builds. And I think the more that, we have telecommunication and the way that we all get interconnected, we can share those stories a lot more quickly. And what's better than saying, hey, kid, you're really pissing me off. Santa's not going to bring you toys if you don't do as I say.
Oh, interesting.
Not that I would
say that. No, not me. I'm not going to buy you anything.
I'm going to be like,
nah, that's fair. I just think, I used to love Santa actually when I was a kid.
Did you?
I
thought you didn't believe in him.
I don't believe him now. It'd be kind of weird if I still believed in him.
And you would take that joy away from your children?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Because like I went through a midlife crisis when I was young and no kid should go through that. When you find out Santa's not real, then you're like, okay, my parents are liars.
So do you want this outfit? Like, is this what you want to wear?
Like I said, you're wearing it, but my heart's already been 2 sizes too small.
Oh, Justin.
Bro. I'm waiting for my warm moment.
The Christmas spirit shall fill your heart. I do want to, real quick, because I know you're going to talk about the way different cultures, because I saw Santa portrayed as, the retail therapy of the United States, basically.
Okay.
I found these crazy, like, Christmas, I guess, traditions type of thing. Not necessarily about, like, not all, like, different figures in different cultures. Not everybody has Santa.
Oh, okay. You're looking at their version of Santa.
But also just traditions, like the things that some people do for Christmas versus. Okay. So I wanted to play a game where I was going to tell you what the tradition is and you have to guess what country it's from.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know countries, but go ahead.
Okay. One country throws giant lantern festivals. Don't know why lanterns, but they just have these giant, look, the city just lights up in lanterns and they have a giant festival out of it.
See, I know it's an Asian country. See, I'm going to disappoint. I'm going to disappoint my own people. I'm going to say, oh no. I'm going to say China.
Oof.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
My bad.
It's your people. It's
no
the Philippines.
Okay, then we might have to cut this out. I'm not going to lie. Why was I thinking?
Keep it in.
Would they light up lanterns out into like the water?
No, that's something different. That's for like Chinese New Year, I think.
Then what are you talking about?
It's just it's a Christmas celebration because there's not that. I don't know how many Christians there are but they're all centered around like one city.
Okay.
I think the city is San Fernando.
Okay.
And they just have a giant lantern festival there for Christmas.
I've just never been to Christmas in Philippines. I'm okay. To all my people. To all my people. All my people. I apologize.
There's no amount of forgiveness that will forgive you not knowing your own people and your own religion.
Okay. What's next?
Next one. So this wasn't exactly for Christmas, but guess where fruitcakes actually came from? What country?
I thought it was such a bad joke, and I might tell you off air.
Oh no, Justin.
I'm gonna keep that to myself. Where did fruitcakes come from? I'm gonna assume Europe, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Come on.
I'm gonna go.
You're close.
Sweden. No, that's a bad choice.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah.
My people. They started in Egypt.
If I made that joke, it would have hit hard.
I was like, if he does it, I'm not going to sign him up.
No. I can't say that to people who knew what I was going to say. Okay.
That was a little off. But fruitcakes were
You guys started fruitcakes?
Yeah, apparently. I mean, it makes sense.
You made the joke. I didn't make it.
I don't know what you're talking about. The reason why it makes sense.
Is that why you are the way you are?
Yes.
Okay.
So the reason why it makes sense is because food didn't last a very long time. And because they used dried fruit, you were able to preserve it for a very long time. And it was even buried with mummies.
Oh, is that why you like to paint your nails? I saw you sometimes.
I would. Honestly, I got nothing against it.
Is that why sometimes when I see you, you have
right,
glitter on your chest and your neck? I'm like, where's that coming from? George.
It's my perfume, bro.
I thought you said you were staying in this Friday night.
You're actually the worst.
I'm just kidding. I didn't know that. That's actually kind of interesting. So why would they bury fruitcake?
Oh, so that the afterlife they can eat? They can nom. I don't know.
I guess.
2 more and I'm done.
All right.
Which country do you think eats KFC for Christmas?
Us. The U.S. U.S.
Guess again.
What?
It will throw you for a giant loop.
It's not
The United States.
the United States.
This is a known thing, like for Christmas.
KFC
and Christmas have partnered together.
My first answer was turkey, which is
That's hilarious.
Not that good of a joke.
That's actually good.
Not that good of a joke. That wasn't a good joke. I didn't want to say.
That's low hanging fruit.
I'm gonna say Australia.
No.
Ah.
Japan.
No.
Japan.
No.
There are
No.
Google it.
No.
Google
I refuse to believe. No.
Tell me why. It's for some reason, because again, there's not that many Christians in Japan.
What does that have to do with KFC?
I don't know. They like have a feast, right? And apparently, I guess because it's a feast, because they want to have like lots of food, they associate American restaurants, I guess, maybe with, I don't know the actual reasoning, but Google it.
That's 2 Asian cultures that you made me look really bad on this podcast.
Do it.
Could I be more sorry?
That sounded sarcastic, but I promise I'm sorry.
Oh, such a terrible thing for us to bring on the podcast. And the last one is Krampus, which is a demon-like figure.
You love to end on the darkest, worst stuff.
Hold on.
You know how to end segments, don't you?
Hold on. Krampus will go around and punish children who have been bad. Okay. And I'll give you a hint.
No, don't give me a hint. Don't give me a hint.
But this is a good hint.
Okay.
People in this country have what's called Krampus runs, where they dress up as Krampus and go to different bars and get drunk.
I'm going to say Ireland.
Oh, I guess that would make sense. Australia.
Yeah, I was thinking Australia. I was thinking Australia first.
Krampus. So that's
like Krampus seems like an old wives' tale, and that's why I went Ireland.
That makes sense.
They have a little bit more myths than Australia does.
But then hopefully Australia's hearts grows a little bit and they can get rid of Krampus, because when I saw pictures of him, he creeps me out, bro.
I might put a picture of Krampus. Say, Justin, put a picture right here. Interesting. Well, that's a lot of information on Christmas. And even though you made me feel horrible about not knowing how my own country and other Asian countries and
You're welcome.
Egypt celebrate Christmas, I researched how other cultures also celebrate their Christmas time.
Yeah, probably not as good as us.
I'm gonna argue. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna argue.
Okay.
Because US is more of a retail holiday.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the other ones are kind of cool, like way cooler.
Okay. So you take their side. I'll take the cuss side.
Well, I'm going to ask you at the end.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you all these cultures and how they celebrate, and then we're going to decide, including US, which one you would like to be more common.
Okay.
Okay. So at first, I saw Hanukkah because I wanted to know. That's very close. You see in America also.
That's not Christmas. You said how other countries celebrate Christmas.
Yeah. It's their Christmas.
Oh, it's their Christmas. So other religions, you can't call it Christmas. I'm just like, I apologize. I misunderstood the assignment.
If other cultures were celebrating our Christmas, they're just our culture.
I thought you meant other countries celebrating Christmas.
No. Their
Got
Christmas.
it. Got it.
We're trying to be inclusive. We're trying to learn more outside of our own bubble, George.
Yes, that's exactly what we've been doing this entire time.
Gosh. Okay. Well, Hanukkah is a Jewish holiday.
This I know.
You do know?
This
you
I
know
know.
how it started and everything. It's very interesting.
It is the story of it's 8 candles, yeah?
It's 7 candles?
8.
8 candles. I remember the story. 8 candles.
So they were running low on fuel. They were like the gas tank was on E. You know what I'm saying? And this is actually,
I need to cover myself so you can tell the story and know that I am not part of this.
No, honestly, this is a great analogy, right? So modern day Hanukkah would be you're driving in your car, your gas tank hits E, and they prayed and they were like, are we going to make it? Are we going to make it? And for 8 days, that car kept going, bro.
I wasn't a part of that at all. George, here you go, buddy. I wasn't a part of that at all. I would not make any
to
jokes.
all my Jewish friends.
Sorry.
No, that is not how they started. Okay. So at one point, Israel was under Roman rule.
Yes.
And at one point, the Romans were telling you cannot, they banned practicing Judaism.
Yes.
I know words. And they banned it to the point where they were demolishing their structures and their churches and everything.
Temples.
Yes.
No.
Temples. Right? And so what happens was the Jewish people actually revolted and actually won. But after they successfully revolutionized, all their temples were all destroyed.
Yes.
So they tried to build it back up. And when they tried to build it back up, they lit this menorah, which had they lit a menorah, which is a candle.
Yeah.
And it lasted 8 days. They had very little fuel. But when they lit it, no, I don't know. Yours was crazy, George. Don't do this to say that you nailed it. Okay. Anyways, the candle stayed lit for 8 days. So how they do their Hanukkah is they have a candle that has 8 arms to represent the 8 days that it lasted. But how they celebrate it is 8 days of gifts and family parties, gatherings, and fun.
They're throwing a bang for 8 days, bro.
8 straight days. Now, I don't know if everyone does the full 8 days or, maybe they just do one time.
Dude, I know when I was at U of I, after like day 3, I had to recover. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you joined in Hanukkah?
I was celebrating. I wouldn't say Hanukkah, but it was U of I. So I was throwing bangers like every day.
Oh, so you just go to Jewish parties?
I mean, I did go to the Jewish fraternity once. Okay. They had a giant menorah in front of their house.
And so you
cool.
celebrated the first 3 days. You're like, let's see if I can do this.
I was talking about parties.
I'm so confused. Okay.
I can only party for 3 days.
Okay. But this before I get tired. To do with Hanukkah. You're just saying you invite through crazy parties.
Yeah. I can only do
lasted.
Yeah. And I would get tired.
Oh, okay.
Like I can't do it for 8 days.
The crazy thing, George, is I don't think people get drunk like college frat parties like they do at Hanukkah to celebrate such a pivotal moment.
Have you been?
No, but I'm going to say regularly, maybe an assumption on my end. More commonly, they're probably not a college frat party.
The Grinch would know.
Okay, anyways. So yeah, that's the Jewish way they celebrate Christmas.
Okay.
The next is the tradition of Yule.
This came across when I was doing the Santa stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand it.
I read into it. So it's the Norse people, Norse.
Okay.
Which is pagan people from Scandinavia.
Where is Scandinavia?
Scandinavia is now modern day Finland, Sweden, and Denmark put together.
Finland, eh?
Finland, eh? They're not Canadian. I'm gonna have to bleep that, bro.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Right. That's offensive.
I don't think
Remember,
it is.
just bleep the last part he just said. But anyways, Yule is celebrated on December 22nd. And how they celebrated was they worshipped the sun.
You'll tell me about this.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
You'll tell me.
Oh,
took you a second.
Tell me. You rate that 1 to 10, George.
On what?
How funny that was.
I'll give it a 1. I'll make the joke every time, though.
That's so good. You just flipped that from a 1 to a 10. Man. You're a special person. But no, they worshipped the sun. So what they did was that night of December 26th, they would have a lot of lighting, a lot of fire, bonfires, sharing tales, and drinking. But the sun was the main thing that the theme of that day. So now they still have festivals out there of celebrating Yule. And the only reason I put it in here is because we grabbed the mistletoe from them.
We just said, whoop, ours now?
Yeah.
Just the way that retail went, whoop, to Santa Claus.
Oh, honestly, America steals everything.
Ugh, this ain't looking so good. Keep going. This is not making America look great right now.
America steals everything.
Yo.
Anyways, the next one is Kwanzaa. I've always heard this. Never knew what it was.
Isn't it also a Jewish holiday?
It's not. You know, I thought too.
Yo, I look real ignorant right now.
Here, you know why it's mostly ignorant or really ignorant? Guess what type of holiday is it?
Now that I know it's not Jewish, I know what it is.
What?
Isn't it from Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an African. It started as African, Pan-African tradition. And it started from a professor in 1966. This professor was a professor of African studies. And he read this book. It's called, I'm going to butcher. Please give me the button. Give me the button.
Oh boy. Get ready.
Give me the button. I'm going to butcher any of these traditions' names, and I apologize. I don't mean it.
Dude, why are you sarcastic sorries all the time now?
They don't look good on for me. I mean it. I'm sorry. Okay. It's called Nguzo Saba.
Yeah, you definitely butchered that.
Which is the 7 principles of this tradition.
Okay.
Or I don't know if it's tied to a faith. Oh, it's not. It's not non-religious.
Oh,
Kwanzaa is
interesting.
non-religious.
Okay.
Right. So the 7 principles is unity, self-determination, collective work, cooperative economics, purpose, creativity, and faith.
All right. Am I getting gifts?
Oh, see? Again, directed towards yourself. You're a mean one.
Mr. Grinch. Never ends well for me, guys. Never ends well.
But anyways, I don't know if they give gifts. They didn't really say in the research that I did. But this is celebrated on January 1st. It's where you try to get all your family together. It's big parties or even festivals. But it's non-religious. So anyone can come and partake into Kwanzaa. And it just wants to promote togetherness.
Okay. So is there anything, do you know of any traditions or anything like what togetherness looks like? Like what is like thing that they do? Is it big on like eating?
Yeah, it's big.
Just having people over?
I've seen festivals. People do festivals. And then I saw videos of people just like we gathered together in our home. But it's just, since it's promoting togetherness and it's non-religious, it's literally trying to get as many people as you can together.
If anybody watching this actually celebrates Kwanzaa, I would love to have you on the podcast and
or
like
educate us.
I would love to actually know more about it because I've like heard stuff here and there about other religions and other ways that they celebrate during the holidays, but I've genuinely not heard like I don't know much about.
Yeah, I think it's celebrating like culture.
Which is awesome.
I saw a bunch of African food. I saw a bunch of African dances, or you're in your home. Like there's so many different things, but you're celebrating your culture. That's why it's not religious.
But the fact that it's Pan-African, doesn't that mean that there's like different cultures? Like,
exactly.
Are they doing like, is it like the different parts of Africa celebrate it differently? I would imagine, yeah, right?
I would say they all try to get together. It's about togetherness. It really is trying. The main point is togetherness.
Okay, I'm good with that.
And so African, Pan-African, it'd be cool to see like everyone together, no matter what country you're from.
Why stay together? Why was the myrrh? I gotta stay. Okay, keep going. I ruined it.
What? Yeah, what were you trying to impersonate?
I was trying to be the Grinch on top of the mountain, just like seeing people be together and just being cranky about it. And then
do it one more time. Redemption.
7 o'clock. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
This is it.
Mm-hmm.
Why be together?
Say, I want African food.
I want African food.
That's not too good, but I might cut it out.
Yeah, I probably should. Yeah, I probably should.
Anyways,
Yo,
Last two. Oh, last three. Bodhi Day.
what?
What do you think? What?
I want to make sure I heard you.
What do you think I said?
Bony Day.
Oh, Bony Day. No, Bodhi Day.
Bodhi.
Yeah. Do you know who Siddhartha Gautama is?
Did he ask you to be his Bodhi?
Ooh.
One.
I don't know if you could turn that one around, George.
One.
I don't care how much we talk about it. There's no
That's a
turning
fire
that
joke,
around.
man. You gotta back me up sometimes.
Guess who Siddhartha Gautama is?
This is gonna make me look real bad, but
No,
he's
it's
a
not.
dude from India.
He is Buddha.
Oh, I was right.
I actually don't know where he's from, but Buddhists celebrate on December 8th. And that's when Buddha, which I learned his real name is Siddhartha Gautama, reached enlightenment.
How do you reach it? I'm not gonna. That's religious practices. I won't be able to practice that or like.
The best part is, George, as I was reading this specific, how they celebrate Christmas, I was so curious that in a later episode, I'm going to talk about Buddhism.
Ooh.
Because when he reached enlightenment, he had a lot of philosophies and epiphanies that when he awakened from his meditation, he wrote the 8 paths and the 4 noble truths.
Yo, actually, I'm so down to read that.
And I'm going to read it. And
That's sick.
So I'm really interested. But how they celebrate it is meditate. They meditate on this day.
We got a whole podcast of that.
And they're peaceful. And they say they decorate with certain lights, multicolored. And they have, they decorate with a certain tree. You know what the scientific name of this tree is? I just put it in because I thought it was interesting.
Mango tree.
Pretty close. Ficus religiosa tree.
I think they just picked it because it says religious.
No, it was the tree, same tree that he meditated under and he reached enlightenment.
So I just gotta go sit under a tree and I'll be enlightened.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Dude, you know.
What?
Yeah. Thank you.
What? Sometimes we
Hold
have
on.
to think.
Everyone, I apologize.
Hey, my bad.
Yeah. Why is yours not sarcastic? Why is yours still like...
Because, Justin, mine is genuine when I say sorry. You are truly a sarcastic one.
Right. Okay, 2 more. Another culture that celebrates Christmas, their Christmas, is Indian. Or not Indians, Sikhs.
Sikhs.
Is that how you say it? Yeah. There's in Sikhism, there's 10 gurus that founded the religion.
Okay, cool.
A guru is a religious teacher. All right, the 10th final guru, they celebrate him near the Christmas time.
That's final boss, essentially.
Ooh, see, and some of your jokes, I don't know, man. It's like, do I?
I'm writing the line. I'm writing the line.
Writing the line for sure.
It's fine.
His name is Guru Gobind Singh Jayanti.
See, I didn't say anything about the name. So
You just did.
no, I didn't.
You just did. And they celebrate him on January 6th. And sorry, George, that's not the holiday I know you want to celebrate.
You mean
on that
Orthodox
day.
Christmas?
That's not January 6th.
Oh, that's Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I know that was. I know what you want to celebrate. I seen those posters.
Get them pardons coming.
But yeah, he came up with something that was foundational to Sikhism. It's the 5 Ks, which is like a belief system. I didn't read into it.
I'm glad he came up with 2 more. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and he was Sikh. He was a poet,
No, he was.
warrior. Oh yeah, he was. Warrior and philosopher. And how they celebrate is they get together and pray. They get together and sing hymns and verses. And which is amazing, is one of the foundations of Sikhism is selfless service. And so on this day, they actually go out together as a culture and give out to the needy and poor.
So I have a friend who's a Sikh, and I've talked a little bit about his religion with him.
Okay.
And I think it's sick. Like, I think it's such a cool... Oh, dang it.
You know, it's because it's so ingrained in our vocabulary. I don't even hear it.
I wonder if they're picking up on it.
Yeah.
But I'm a very big fan of Sikhism.
Yeah.
It's a cool religion. I'm a fan of all religions. Yeah, coexist and all that.
All religions? Is that your statement?
On the podcast,
online,
I am
is that
a
your
fan
statement?
of all.
Is that your statement?
That is
online?
my statement online.
Interesting. Okay. We'll
And
talk off
offline.
But yeah, I thought that was really cool and how they celebrate around the Christmas time. And the last one is Shogatsu.
This one just sounds cool. I'm bored with this one.
It's Japanese. It's how they celebrate around the Christmas time.
Okay.
It's more so closer to New Year's. It's the only time where business closes
In
Japan.
Asia?
The only time because they work.
Get to work.
But they do two things, which I think is so funny. One, it's called usuji,
Sounds kinky.
which is deep cleaning of your house.
I love that.
So you can start the new year when the new year starts, like you live in a brand new place.
Yo, someone adopt that into America. Can we steal that? That
Okay,
would
but
sounds wonderful.
Guess what? You know what follows that? Bonin Kai. I'm definitely butchered that. I'm sorry.
Sorry!
That wasn't too
appropriate.
bad. That wasn't too bad. This one is called Year Forgetting Parties.
Say it again. What's it called?
Bonin Kai.
There's some parties. Let's
The
go.
Year Forgetting Parties, where they drink so much to forget the woes and hardships of the past year. So they can again start new when the year.
Bro, Japanese culture is intense.
When they do something, they do it.
They go hard, bro.
Yeah.
Hardens what?
The paint?
No, that's holiday.
Oh, Bonin Kai.
Oh, bone.
Oh, no, the holiday's called Shogatsu.
Shogatsu.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to correct me in anything I just said, please do.
If anybody wants to correct me, don't. I'm the Grinch.
But I got a couple questions. So first question is, of all those traditions, which one would you like to see or experience? Or you like to keep? You love US and retail therapy.
I'm a big America guy, but I definitely think we can improve in certain areas.
Okay.
I like the idea of Hanukkah, where we can like just shut down the United States for 8 days and just bangers.
Oh, you know what? I think you're Jewish. You take off 8 days. Because sometimes it's not even around December 25th. Sometimes earlier,
Right.
Or even November. So you definitely take a full
8 days off.
8 days. Crazy.
Like I'm about it. Like,
You would do that for your PTO?
hey, it's a religious holiday. They better give me that time for free, or I'm suing. This is my religious observance.
That's fair. So you would like to experience Hanukkah?
To be honest, I think I'm starting to understand why people said happy holidays in retail versus Merry Christmas, because there are so many different holidays. I get it. Just tell me Merry Christmas, and then if I celebrate Kwanzaa, I'll be like, Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah, I like happy holidays. I think happy holidays is fine. Why do you want to monopolize Christmas?
I want to monopolize Christmas. I just want everyone, like I'm telling you, because I celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. I'm happy for you.
Oh, yeah.
And
you
in
can
turn,
return back happy holidays.
Or just return back happy holidays. Or if someone is like celebrates Kwanzaa, you could be like, happy Kwanzaa. And I'd be like, yeah.
No, I like that. Okay, no, I take that back. I thought you wanted everyone to adapt.
No.
American culture, because that's the American way.
Nah, I mean, it is the American way.
Yeah,
but
right?
I'm pretty progressive. I'll just put that out there.
I do like Hanukkah because I imagine we get busy in our daily lives, but 8 days just full of family sounds really sick.
That's what, for some people, I don't think they would agree. I'm about it.
Personally, yeah, I would like to see 8 days straight of just family and
hanging out, dinners.
That would be nice. But I think if I had to pick a tradition, I think I would love to experience Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa sounds lit. I mean, honestly, they all sound pretty lit, to be honest with you. They do. Anytime I can get with my family and talk about peace and chilling and unification and all that. I may be a Grinch, but I'm about for a good time.
But reading through Kwanzaa and Bodhi Day, I'm probably butchering that. There were certain, now Kwanzaa's not religious, but there are certain texts or books that they reference. I was like, I'm curious to like read about that. And if that's the foundation, I bet you when you celebrate family and together, like that's going to be amazing.
I mean, it depends on your family.
It's cringe, bro. We're supposed to be happy.
Bro, you know, I just had this thought right now. I'm just like, if I celebrated Kwanzaa, I'm for sure burning my house down. Like, there's no way I don't forget to like turn off the candles one night and like something's gonna happen.
Are you saying Hanukkah or Kwanzaa?
Oh,
but you know what's gonna save you? In Kwanzaa, they do light candles also. It's okay.
yeah, that's what I meant.
Kwanzaa, they light candles also.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. It's me.
Yo, give me a monocle. I don't know why I wear glasses.
Anyways, last question. Of all the Christmas traditions, because we're celebrating, and it's happy times. So don't you dare end this podcast on something sour or something sad, okay? Of all Christmas traditions, what's your favorite Christmas tradition?
Santa Claus. Obviously, this is not Santa Claus.
Okay. They banned you from malls.
Probably.
It's like, what's this? Dude, what's this 35-year-old trying to sit on Santa's lap, dude?
I have a wish. Or
you're like, dude, sir, where's your kid?
I am.
Nope.
I came to ask Santa for my toys. No, but in Orthodox Christmas, so in Orthodoxy, we celebrate Christmas on January 7th. But I think earlier in the podcast, I made the mistake of saying it was January 6th. And the reason being is because when we go to church on January 6th.
You're saving face right now.
Saving face. BSing, you know, it's all the same.
You know what? I did know that it was the Philippines, but the thing was, I needed to make it entertaining. So I did say China just for the giggles.
Justin, you're saying this at the end of the podcast. Ain't nobody gotten this far. It's too late. They already look at you badly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But my favorite tradition is, it's probably the thing that I actually complain about the most. And while I do complain about it, hold on, hear me out. While I do complain about it, I do recognize how awesome and amazing it is because of how much work goes into it. So after we were in church on January 6th till midnight.
Yeah.
After midnight, we all go home to our respective families. And typically, my mom or whoever's mom is making a giant feast at home. So getting home at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you are tired, but you just had this like church service. You're very much in your feels if you're awake. And you get home to this giant feast and you're spending it with your family and you're drinking wine. You're having a good time with everybody. And you stay up all night. I feel like I don't have those experiences very often.
Yeah.
It is tiring because it's very late at night and I'm an old man and I'm a Grinch. Yeah. But those experiences, just like something that doesn't happen very frequently, it's always nice to just like have that. Like you're doing it once a year, enjoy it.
Interesting.
That's my favorite tradition.
I think that's a beautiful tradition. I'm glad that didn't turn sour, which I thought it could have been.
It was gonna, but you told me to keep it positive.
I'm gonna go a little bit materialistic, but it's more so the reaction. It's more so the time. So my family, we get up around like 8, 9. And then, or we usually just wait for everyone to wake up and we open presents together. And after we open presents together, which opening the presents is obviously by far the best tradition in Christmas. It's so fun. When you're younger.
I got something to say about that.
When you're younger.
Okay.
And then you're a man. If you're not a man, it's probably fun to get gifts.
I got something to say about that.
I got a tie again for the 3rd year. Cool.
You like socks.
Socks, cool.
Which is a great gift. Anybody who complains about socks is an idiot.
No, but I think giving gifts, this is me personally, I think I spend a lot of time trying to think about a good gift. And so I love getting a good gift for my mom and my dad. I used to give good gifts to my sisters. They're spoiled. They don't even watch this. So
they don't watch
You're not getting anything this Christmas.
If you reference this, you'll get a good gift. If you actually make it this far in the podcast, he'll get you a good gift.
I'm just kidding. You're getting something. But after that, my aunt has Christmas breakfast. So we didn't even make breakfast.
That's awesome.
We all get together and we have Christmas breakfast, even though we got together Christmas Eve. And that breakfast time is so fun.
I want to say this for anybody who may know Justin in real life, but you're like not that close with him. Justin's love language is gift giving.
No, it's not.
And he says it's not.
No, it's not.
Because
he's an idiot. He thinks he knows me, but he does not. He thinks he's good friends with me, but he's not. He thinks he's intuitive and smart, but guess what?
You know, one of my notes from last week's podcast is to stop shitting on each other.
Oh, yeah, we shit on each other, but I can't. No, sorry, go ahead.
No, genuinely speaking, whether he'll admit it or not, his love language is 100% gift giving. And he can disagree all he wants, but I will tell you that Justin will get the best gifts. They are personal, they are heartfelt, and you should become friends with him because he will get you nice gifts.
PSA, I don't need more friends.
But it also makes it incredibly hard during the holidays because as good as a gift giver as he is, other people are terrible gift givers and there's no way to get him anything. So if you guys have any ideas other than the hat, what I can give him for Christmas, that would be ideal.
Sorry.
But you did.
I think gift giving is fun. Do I care receiving gifts? I really don't. That's why I say it's not my love language.
This is going to get into a different topic, so let's not go there.
Okay.
But I generally do believe we are the love language that we practice. Just because we say or we don't, like we've rationalized, I think it's more of a, hear me out, I think it's a protective measure because we're not receiving love the way that we want to receive it.
Bro,
take my outfit, bro.
No, I don't know. Maybe it's a protective measure, but I just think I'm very creative and I love gift giving. But if I had a choice, please give me quality time over gift giving. Please give me words of affirmation. If anyone's listening,
holy moly,
who's close to me and maybe lives in this house, just kidding. Just in general, words of affirmation. Oh, it's
they're not listening.
Well, that's it. That's the episode.
We're going to end this on a positive note. Yeah. Thank you for tuning into this Christmas episode of the podcast. There's going to be a lot going on, a lot of stresses that come with the holidays. We hope you take the time to enjoy it, not just Christmas, but all of you who are celebrating something. Really take the time to recognize all the things that we have to appreciate. We really also appreciate all of you guys and for watching and for the comments and the growth that we've seen on the channel. So we really do appreciate it. If you could leave a comment, like, and subscribe, that's always awesome. If you don't, that's great too. We hope you learned something today. If not, we hope you laughed. We'll catch you on the next one.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Oh. They got me.